Hello again. Another rainy one today, I'm afraid. It was like that on Tuesday last week. Nightmare. Just going to head in the station and decide what I'm doing. And just in time to watch this one depart. Well, not overly impressed with the weather, to be fair. I was going to go down to the sea wall this morning, but it's been some really heavy showers, and they said it's supposed to stop at about 10 past 11. I thought, well, that's fair enough, you know, 10 past, not too bad. But now it's saying it's going to stop and behave itself around 11:45. And of course, I've got to get Mum to an appointment for her feet later on. It means I've got to wash her feet for her, get her down, get her through all these roadworks in town, all these temporary traffic lights, etc. Get her out the car at the other end, blocking traffic, no doubt. Anyway, all good fun. So I don't have a great deal of time. Never mind. Got a little story sent in by Alan of Babbacombe. I met him on the wall once and he said, oh, there's a little red plane up there, up on Babbacombe Downs, Walls Hill. I said, he said, send me a picture. Anyway, went up there, he says, all overgrown, can't find it. So he's up there yesterday and there's all chaps up there cutting back all the growth. So he speaks to them and says, oh, you haven't come across a little red plane, have you? Blah, 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 and that, you know. Tells them what it's about. He doesn't want the plane, that it's almost like a little landmark sort of thing. They said, no, we haven't, but if we do, we'll leave it in place. And lo and behold, look at that. There we are. They've left it in place. That's the equivalent to the green plane over on the sea wall that I look at. He's got one over there and it's red. And it's right down the bottom there. So it's really difficult to photograph and hard to see. But anyway, thanks for that, Alan. Nice to follow up on something we mentioned a couple of months ago. Lovely. Well, I've decided to take my chances, just stick my head down the seawall. It doesn't look too bad. Haven't got any Rufus food on me, unfortunately, so I may not go all the way along. But yes, going to be a shorter, more limited one today, simply because I've got to get Mum to her appointment. On the way over, let's have a look at 4 pics from Steve. He took these yesterday when he was in Teignmouth. Here we go. Just 4 pictures. Iconic little shots that I often film myself. See if you can guess where they're all located. Lovely. Cheers for that, Steve. Thanks for sending them in. Down the back of the church here. Don't normally go this way. Of course, that's Alberta Court over there, teen housing. The old site of the Alberta mansions back in the day. And we come out here across from our 24/7 Christmas tree, 365 Christmas tree, all year round. Down Mere Lane, down past the old Thornhill, and past a relatively quiet Teen Bean with no one outside, but plenty of people enjoying a cup of tea, coffee under the shelter. Lovely. And here we are, the seawall. Didn't think I was going to be down here. I thought I was going to be hiding in the station. But fingers crossed, all good so far. All good so far. Hello. That's a long one. Whee! So busy on real-time trains trying to see whether they're coming along, I couldn't get my camera open quick enough to film one that was there. What a fool I am. What a fool I am. Shall we do a few more viewer submitted pics? Why not? Lovely. Elaine, remember Elaine? We showed you a picture of her once. She's down for the air show in Paynton. Here she is in Paynton by a Spitfire. I think it's a Spitfire anyway, but a different type of plane. I'm going on memory, see? That's all. But of course she has been to Teignmouth. Unfortunately I didn't bump into her. Here she is at the Welcome to Teignmouth sign. I believe that's the one up by the lighthouse. Can't say for definite. Again, I've only glanced at them on my phone at the moment as I'm saying this. Here she is down by the bomb, as we call it, the old mine, which is down at the ice cream hut, other end of the seafront. And here she is. Oh, not here she isn't, no. Here's a picture she took of a train. I think that's Paynton as well. So there we go. Thanks, Elaine. Lovely to see you. Cheers. She's off today. Never mind. Next time. I feel so guilty coming up here with no food in my pocket. I know I haven't actually seen one of the Rufuses themselves for quite some time now. But I'm sure there's some birds up there that eat it, because put the stuff up there and I see stuff other people have put up there and it gradually disappears. So there's definitely birds there, even if they do want to be a bit camera shy when I turn up. Here we go. This is our special, well, not a special, but our special one that comes along now every day. The old 125 Castle Clet, Castle Drogo, and so-and-so Castle, which I couldn't read as it went past. Never mind. And that corner of a wall there, where it bends round, used to be a signal there years ago. Be looking at that in a picture, which we'll do on our way back. Bye-bye 125. Remember Anne with a pug in a pushchair? Of course you do. She was on the seawall in Dawlish Warren, or Dawlish yesterday, and she watched the Braunton come through. Here we go, here's a picture she sent me. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Thanks for that, Anne. Thanks for that. Right, let's have a little pan along the wall. 5x zoom. Enjoy the sound of the waves. No long views today for Colin in Canada, I'm afraid. No, never mind. Train. Will it be a happy train when it reaches us? Let's see. Let's spy on it. Hide behind the sign. All together. A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy train. Lovely. Well, all good things, etc. At least I managed to get a bit further than I thought I was going to. I really thought I was just going to end up in the station. And I left the house and it was actually raining. So, good thing I put my raincoat on. But, shame I didn't have any Rufus food. Never mind though. Never mind. Remember me mentioning earlier on about a signal? Would it be just down there near where that 60 sign is? Here we go, here's a picture from Martin he sent in of a train. It's from the 1990s, this is. 1990s rail shot of a book he's got. There we are, lovely. Thanks for that, Martin, much appreciated. And much appreciated to everyone that sends in stuff. Always end of every video, you see me email address. Just send stuff in. If it's appropriate to Teignmouth, lovely. I'll post it. Yeah, around about here is where the signal would have been. Give or take tuppence. Of course, now it's replaced by a speed limit sign. And the wind's picking up just in time for taking Mum down for her appointment. Ever-present puddle. Lovely. As usual, I arranged a train to signify the end of the video. So thanks for joining me. At least I managed to get out somewhere, even though I didn't get to feed any birds because I forgot the food, nightmare. But it was a nice way to have a little wander, show some viewers pics at building up, and I hope you enjoyed it. Back tomorrow, another short one I'm afraid. I've got stuff I've got to do myself in the afternoon. I said we were going to have a few weeks of this, didn't I? Never mind, all good. Anyway, thanks for watching, take care, bye.